Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, my homestead in the desert. Got Diogi over there laying down the other side of the trailer. Yeah, I had the trailer with me today because I was going to pick up some soil. I went over to help a neighbor set up his garden house, and it wasn't supposed to take all day, but it did, and we're still not done. So they're going to go back tomorrow and finish it up. And then I'll get some soil. In the meantime, I had my 10-foot step ladder there with me. He asked me to bring, and we never used it. So I just put it back in here. And they gave me 2 bags of, well, 1 bag of fertilizer and 1 bag of potting mix. Potting soil mix, and I'll just add that to some pots and get some small plants growing. But yeah, I don't ever turn stuff down for a garden, right? So he needed a piece of that carpet that I found on the side of the road, and I brought him that. And I'm going to close this up right now because it's late in the day, and I'm not going to make supper tonight because we had kind of a late lunch, early supper over there. For helping, he ordered a couple of pizzas, and we had pizzas and salads, Italian salads, and drank plenty of water. It was fairly warm today, but now we got some clouds moving in, some overcast, and there's been some sprinkling going on in the area, but not here. Although I think I just felt a raindrop hit me on the shoulder coming from this stuff. Yep, I sure did. I just got another one on me. Huh. It's not going to be anything though, just a couple of sprinkles here and there. So, I did score one great score on the side of a road, sitting in the dirt. I found a whole roll of barbed wire. And I still want to put a fence up along that run out there, so that just might do it. I'll straighten out the bent areas. It looks like it fell off a truck. Got embedded in the soil. And it looks like it's been there for a while because all of the barbs, and those are 4 barbs. The stuff I got on mine are the 2 barb. But yeah, I can run that 4 bob all the way up that side of my property there. And I might get 2 runs out of it. And if I do, that'll be perfect. Now all I have to do is get some more T-posts. And I think I know where to get some of those because I was up one of the abandoned cartel grow areas, and there was about 15 or 20 of them out there, and I'll bet you I can hit a couple of other different places and pick some up there too. Whoops, I just got hit on the forehead by a raindrop. Yeah, that looks like it might rain over there. Oh, there was 5 of us working out there today, and we got quite a bit done in these winds, trying to put up tarp on the metal grow houses. Just not that easy. I had to span out and get on top of ladders. And just as I got there this morning, I got a 5-point alert of an earthquake. Well, it was south of here, way south of here. But I kind of like, what's going on here? Because it just started sounding off the alert sound, and it said earthquake. Stop, drop, and roll. What the heck is that? That's for fire. That's not for earthquake. Stop, drop, and roll. What the heck? Yeah, I just got hit by a couple more raindrops. I think that's going to just come by and just make spots on my solar panels. That's what it looks like. Anyway, It's getting to be that time of year. I just went down to the garden and brought some coffee grounds down for my tomato plants. For those of you who don't know, coffee grounds, used coffee grounds, are excellent for tomatoes. They're high in nitrogen, and the tomato plants like it, and they grow their stems really nice and sturdy and strong. But it also keeps little things like critters from crawling around the base of it, that the smell of the coffee isn't something they like. So right now I got looks like 3 mourning doves out there with the other little birds, and the garden hose running along from the jacuzzi, is I've been draining some of that water out of there, the dirty water, for my mulberry tree down there. And I got the the mulberry tree water, and it's waking up big time. Now, there was something I showed Rockhopper Adventures when he was over here shooting the video on me. He says it's going to take a while to get that edited and uploaded, because he's got a couple of others he shot before me that have to go first. And he's got a couple he shot after me that he'll be working on too. I'm going to show you something about mulberry trees. For those of you who don't know, mulberry trees have a male and a female species. All right. This is a male tree. And how do you tell the difference? Well, the leaves. The leaves on a male tree look somewhat like the male organ hanging down. All right. The leaves on a female tree are like the early leaves of a male tree before they split. I'll see if I can find one here. They're basically just oval shaped, like this one. Here's one right here. Okay, see, it's just an oval shape. And it's just starting to split right there. But the male ones all look like the male genitals. Or, let's just say it's a phallic symbol. Along with the jewels. But that's the difference. Yeah, these are all male leaves. And the one I showed you there was a female, well, it's a male leaf, but that's what the female leaves look like. They're just ovals. They don't have the little fingers sticking out or anything like that. All right. Our lesson in mulberry trees. Okay. Well, I fed the chickens before I left this morning, so they're fine. They've had plenty of water, plenty of food for the day. I'll do the same thing tomorrow before I go and finish up. Winds are blowing again, whacking my flag, and I had a dog blanket hanging up. The sun and the wind has torn through the back of the seat there, and the dogs didn't help, but I saw the puppies there tearing at the flapping little flaps, because it looked like it was a toy to them. But when I get some time, maybe I'll make a new seat for it on my sewing machine and fix that up. Or if not, I will see if my friend who has a military shooting range up the road, he has a lot of the military guys come out there and practice. I'll see if he wants it, make a nice target holder. And it'll get another use, another life. All right, everybody. I just wanted to get a quick video in, let you know what's going on. I'm headed inside. I'm pretty tired, but I need a shower. Dealing with those tarps with all the dirt and dust on them, I got pretty dirty. And I feel like I could use a nice shower. This is G Bear. Thanking you for joining me and signing off. A little tip for you. if you're sick of somebody telling you knock-knock jokes, there's an easy way to stop it. When he says knock-knock, say, "It's open, come in."